All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, my brothers and sisters over at YouTube. Pastor Dowell here, and I'm back. I'm probably gonna need to change my shoes and stuff, but we'll do it later. I'm back from one of our communities down there in Straitway, Georgia. I'm back home at the hub at Straitway, Tennessee, and of course, I didn't get to do it, so I wanted to try to stay faithful to my word. Give y'all a video here of the greenhouses and where we at on the gardens and try to do a little bit of explaining. So here we are, okay? Coming into the greenhouse. And see, I remember where our cucumbers were. And now you can see where they are here in just in a matter of a few weeks. Not only that, we've actually started eating some of the cucumbers, but look, there they are. And there's some right there. And them about ready to pick. Some here. Of course, there's some that's a week or two behind. And then, of course, here are all the tomatoes. And many of you know that when you see these flowering right here, that's where the bees come in and pollen and stuff. And then the tomatoes start off like this. And, of course, then they go from there to that size. And they continue to keep getting bigger. Now, a lot of these are slicing tomatoes. Here on the other side over here, it'll get you straight down the middle of the greenhouse right here. And then we have a bunch of paste tomatoes as well. But I wanted to show y'all what the tomatoes are looking like right now. And as you can see, everything is clean, dressed right dress, very sanitary. And the tomatoes are coming in big time. Here are beans. There's more green beans. We grow an extraordinary amount of green beans. Here's some jalapenos right here and more beans. We have an extraordinary amount of beans coming in. And of course you can see now I'm right at 6 feet right here, right? But look, these tomatoes are already up at 8 feet already. They're already up at 8 feet easily right now. Okay? And of course, these are trellises for these beans to grow up in. We have bush beans in the garden, and these beans vine up. And we're constantly harvesting these beans because we grow an extraordinary amount of beans. And we eat a lot of green beans. And of course, I want to show y'all something else. Here, if you notice, we keep the eggshells from our chickens. They provide a lot of calcium, and we put them right back into the soil down here. Not only that, but look what else we have. You see that wood? That's ash from the ashes that we burned in our wood stoves this year. It goes into the bed. We pretty much almost recycled every single thing that's here. So we ground them eggshells up in powder, and we put them into the soil. And of course, there's a nice little cluster of tomatoes right there. Some over here. And over here we got more jalapenos. And look like they've already done harvested the peppers over here. Okay. This is our operational mixing tables, such so on. And of course, we use an extraordinary amount of peat moss. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try my best to go out and get more peat moss before the close of the season. I hope that they have plenty. Okay? And also, let me show y'all something right here. These are apples. Come from apple trees. The apple trees are doing an extraordinary well this year. The apples are. And over there are the pear trees. All right? Let's go over here for a second. And let's look at the other smaller greenhouse, see what we at right now. And of course, we're going to have to, let me turn this camera back around here for a second, all right? I want you to see our milk goats. And here's the field, and there's some more goats up there, and there's some more goats right there. And there's a sheep that's following a goat, or a little lamb. And of course, we're going to cut that down a little bit. Of course, the goats love it over there right now. They're having the time of their life. And then right here, of course, is, let me get this open. Remember, this was mint tea. You can tell we've already done used that probably for this Sabbath. But here are bell peppers that we're growing in planters. Check out the health of them bell peppers right there. And of course, these are bell peppers that are running all the way up down through there. We've already done harvest the lettuce from this bed. This one's going next. This is going to get ready to get loaded to the sheet. We have more startings right here from our seeds for more lettuce to be in, and it constantly continues to keep growing. More Swiss chard. And let me show you this, because I'm probably going to miss this, but I do want to get to the blackberries, and I have to stop here for a second. But that's our herbal bed. Some herbs right there. Natural herbs. Right there. Okay. I'm more likely, we're going to probably end up putting up another greenhouse before the end of the growing season and get it ready for fall growing. Another thing that we have going on is when you look at this, look, we have a shade cloth on there, and it keeps the temperature down so it doesn't scorch the plants, because you know it cools it down about 20 to 30 degrees. And then we have chicken wire on the outside, plus some more fencing or different type of netting for screening, excuse me. Okay, so let's go over here for a second. Show some pears. See the pears? And of course, now you can see when we harvested all of the broccoli, because remember, all the broccoli was in here. We have Black Seed Simpson, we got Butter Crunch right here, and more Butter Crunch, and we got some Swiss chard over there in that bed. And then we got nothing. These are all bush beans. Every single one of them are bush beans. Okay? Now, over here, we have more beds, and also we're going to, you see this right here has been in for a little bit, but we're getting ready to extend this out another 50 feet that way. We're going to take this bed and extend it all the way out another 50 feet. Now, look and see what's happening with our blackberries right now. Look at them. You can tell they're starting to turn. This is going to be blackberry jam. Our sisters are going to make homemade blackberry jam. And of course, you know, I mean, after all, think about this. Look at the size of the cluster of this thing. For instance, here's my thumb, right? Look at my thumb compared to that cluster right there. Is that not something? And we have another whole row back through here of blackberries. So all of these, and it's an extraordinary amount of blackberries. An extraordinary amount of blackberries coming through. Look at all this. We're going to have blackberry jam for a long, long time. I got to go now. I got to ask what they did with the garlic. Okay, now, what happens now is that you see that we've already harvested all of the Jersey Wakefield, the early cabbage, as well as the late cabbage right here. They all done ran their courses, and we already, you can't see it from here right now, but we've already got them replanted, and they're going to run well up into September, and it's going to be time for us to harvest again. And it doesn't look like it, but they're all planted now. Now we've pretty much done harvested garlic. I don't have time right now to run y'all all the way back to the other garden, and I need to do a video of the garden at the top of the hill. But I just wanted to come and show y'all the blessings and what it means when you have people striving together and you're in one heart, one soul, one mind, one spirit. It really truly is a blessing, man. Oh wow, look at these, man. I ain't even show y'all these. Look at these pears. Look at these pears right here, and they're gonna make it this year good. Look at them things. Look at them pears. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that thing. Man, everything's doing so good. Hallelujah. Glory to the King. So anyway, we hope that you've all enjoyed this morning's garden video. We truly do. Hey, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is another herb bed right here. Check that out. Wow. Sister Sarah and them will own it this year, ain't they? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's, yeah, natural herbs right there. I think that is. I'm gonna go and check again, because there's so many different herbs. Some of them look close together, and it's hard at times trying to call it, but I believe that's what that was. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want y'all to have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I don't mind telling you, we have been eating the living daylights out of our stuff in the garden this year. We have been tearing it up, and it's been good too. Shalom.